Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the fire fighting system, the fire pump sets. And with this we are using the Tonatech controllers. So that is the electric controller, that is the Jockey controller, and this is the diesel controller. And as part of our preventive maintenance, we are supposed to just do some cleaning. So that is what we're doing. We will just clean the system. It's very important to just keep the system from dust, and so as for it not to get, because the looks of it also is attached to the working principles of it. Okay, so that is what we are doing. We're first going to clean all the system, then we will check for the diesel. We are going to check the diesel with a dipstick that is here. So we're gonna pull it up so we can see. It's a little bit dirty, but I think there is this presence of oil in there. And we check the oil level, then we will go straight to the coolant. So the coolant is going to be found here. Okay, so we just try and open it. Okay, let's see. I think there is, yeah, but basically maybe you cannot see it properly. Okay, and this is the network. That is the test line, and this is the water tank. The water tank, fire water tank capacity is 60 meter cube. That is the volume of it, and it's two parts. That is the compartment, and here we have fresh air that is being supplied to the pump room because it has to be ventilated properly. And this is the exhaust air damper. Okay, so whenever the diesel runs, it's being connected to it, so it will just ventilate the room. And when you look up here, there is this copper line. The copper line is the water line supplying water into the water tank, and this is being helped controlled by the use of a float valve. And this float valve, whenever the water goes down, it will just open and the supply will just be supplied, so it's automatically refilling the tank. That is the gauge and showing the water quantity. Every pump room has to have a sprinkler box, and there has to be extra sprinklers inside, so in case, and it also has to have a sprinkler spanner, that sprinkler key that you can just use to install. Okay, so the sprinklers that we are using, that is the concealed type, and this is the upright. Okay, so that is what we have here, the concealed type and the upright, and these are the pendants also as well. Okay, so that is the electric pump. And in every pump room you need to have the charts of the cut-in and cut-out. So that is it for the electric. It's 153 psi, and the cut-out is manual stop. That of the Jockey is cut-in 158 and cut-out is 168, and diesel is 143 and it's manual stop. And always, this is the diesel tank, and also the capacity always has to be pasted as per for us in our place, as per the local jurisdiction. We need to paste all these things. Okay, so that is the level. It's half like that. Okay, so with this you can see that one is for the filling and one is for the vent. Okay, so you see the one coming down is for the filling line, and the one going up is the air vent. And this is the diesel PRV, and as I told you in the other video, every PRV comes before the check valve. Okay, in case you put it after the check valve, you cannot maintain pressure in the system, and basically when it's being tampered with, probably you are not going to get the amount of pressure in the system, because always there will just be a relief, and as such it will just cause. So as per design, it is supposed to be before the check valve. Okay, and that is the jockey pump. The jockey pump is what we're going to start with first when we are testing. That is the test line with a 6-inch valve. That is the throttle valve and the bypass valve. Okay, and the capacity. Okay, so as per this, it can tell you the GPM of the pump, because every flow meter has to be 2 times their capacity, the GPM. Okay, so here it's 1000, so it means to say it's 500. All right, that is the main description and how it's gonna be, and this is the charts for it. Basically some might not have, so I will just show this to you. Okay, so we have the bypass valve. From the pump we have the throttle valve, then to the flow meter, then to the bypass valve directly going down. Okay, as part of the Q PPM, the monthly PPM, basically we don't want to trigger any alarm, so we'll try to remove all the interfaces. Okay, so that are the interfaces. So we are going to remove the engine run, engine trouble. Okay, then we're going to test. So we're going to start the testing, and we are going to drain some water, and it's going to start the jockey pump first, so we can observe from here. Okay, just open. The cutting is 158. Open. Okay, so it's exactly 158. Okay, so we will just leave it, then just keep this one off. Okay, then check from here. So at 153, okay, so the electric is running. The main discharge has been closed, so as for us not to just release water into the system. Okay, right, so we'll just keep it off. We put stop. Okay, so we will put it stop, then go straight to the diesel and put it in auto.